to find out where he is. The problem is it links you to him if he dies. It creates a trail.
Yeah. But that's not so much a problem. If I kill him and our Johnson takes power, that's a non-issue as far as the mob's concerned.
As long as the PCC or Horizon don't figure it out.
And even if they do, I doubt they'll care. The mob, they pay their bribes.
At any rate, that's certainly a possibility, although, given how last night ended, I certainly don't think he might trust you enough to actually give you a legitimate location that we could use to kill him tomorrow.
No, and I can't blame him for that. No, I think taking him out in transit is basically the way this has to go. But I can't even begin to suggest how.
Well, we're going to have to assume he's still staying at home, at least for the time being. That he might visit his old haunts, or that no matter what he does, he's not going to bolt himself in some safe house somewhere. Because this was going to happen, and I'm going to have to assume Mr. Johnson didn't set this up for failure because he actually wanted this to occur. And no matter how unpredictable this might be, our target has to be sticking to some sort of pattern here that we can exploit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
In this case, we go back to the first fucking plan we had before we even figure out the party. We roll in, we apparently blend in as being in costume, we lurk around, try to stay out of sight, stay some blocks away. Some of the micro-drones keep a basic eye over the situation. Not that we can move until tomorrow anyway, so we're going to have to keep out of sight because we can't kill him if we want the money.
Yeah. I'll look into seeing if I can get myself a rifle. It seems like that's the only way I'm going to be able to contribute from here on out.
And you might have to look into getting that damn mask that we discussed before. We even learned about the party. Especially now that he knows that you were seen.
Fuck it, we're going to be in Hollywood. If I need to be in costume, I'll just dress up as a superhero or something.
Alright, Twitch.
Alright, plan here. Trusair's going to, of course, flip his fucking comlink, his send to be in passive. I've been having a change on the status as he's gone into and out of like the places that require the broadcast. As far as he's aware, he hasn't been fucking spotted or made. So he can just sort of, just peek around with interest. Not going to get too close to any particular place. Just sort of like, like a touristy type thing. Walk around, sort of explore, like, this guy who's never really explored Hollywood because he's never really explored Hollywood because he doesn't know practically anything about this area even after living here for 2 years. He's very perceptive whenever edge is in his favor, and he might have some karma on his side, and Hopefully no one fucking recognizes him, and just gonna stroll, see the sights, wonder why he keeps working with Mondays. Maybe he should move back to Seattle. He's made a lot of poor life decisions. Why didn't he just look for cyanide? That's his goal. And I guess that's gonna be I don't know. Is the target's home in one of those like sort of like private gated communities that you can't even get into at all, like a super exclusive area of Hollywood?
No, he'd actually primarily live in an apartment downtown, like a uptown.
All right, downtown. That's great. That won't be anywhere too crazy. That'd be a great place then. Go explore the sites, the old super retro style of the downtown, buildings and what have you. Take some pictures with his comm link, sort of like, stare at the surroundings. Try not to lurk too close to the apartment building. He's going to assume that there are perceptive and trained guards that are going to be like paying attention. So, maybe just sort of like walk around like maybe a 3-4 block radius just to, ogle the sights. Keep a distant eye on the building. He's mainly counting on one of the other people to provide information if things change. It's not like we have to kill him today, so it's not like Truesayer's in a hurry. Just to see if there's any like fucking like mafia war going on, it might be visible.
Right. Yeah. And if you want, you can take an extra pair of eyes, just like a little drone to sit on your shoulder or something to look behind you as you walk around.
Nah.
So it'd be a little less obvious.
Nah, I don't want to deal with any of those drones.
Fair enough. Coyote will offer. He won't give a shit if you take him up on it or not.
As for anyone else? Anyone else?
Twitch is going to look into getting a hold of a rifle.
I think.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We'll go ahead and pick a make, and I don't think you have any kind of licensing for that, so you're going to have to go ahead and buy it on the black market if you want it. Would probably be the quickest way.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to want some kind of sports rifle just because they're semi-legal.
And was anyone else saying anything else? And just go ahead and make the roll for that. Whatever it would be, the availability test at the start of the geared section.
You'd probably want if you're going to go, like, say, the basic core rulebook, like the Ruger 100. It has only availability of 4R, which is much easier to meet than a threshold of 12.
Yeah, I was thinking I would get the, maybe the Remington 950. Which also has an availability of 4R.
So go ahead and roll that while everyone else says what they're doing.
I'm just picking which one I'm actually definitely going to get.
Go ahead.
I think Vice is going to spend the day dealing with the assistant man.
Right.
Would you like to be more specific and say in what you mean by dealing with?
Well, if there's a way of knocking him out with, not killing him, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to bundle him up back in the rug and then take him back to his apartment.
Why not? Okay.
Well, I mean, you could just leave him near his apartment with his stuff. I mean, that's probably a better idea, but...
That's what I was saying. Why take the risk of going back in there? You could even leave him with this rug. You just drop him off in an alley and put the rug on top of him. I mean...
Here's your comm link, your clothes. Here's your comm link, your clothes, and your rug. Have a good day.
Keep the clothes. They were nice, right?
I don't know. Better clothes than Vice normally wears.
Yeah, really. And they fit, right? Because you're like same body type. Right. Coyote, now, I'm not sure what role to make for this, but I mean, I'm not even sure if I can do this. Can I get an agent to like do an image recognition search for that guy Charles? Maybe just around just public cameras in town, paparazzi, that type of thing, and maybe.
I'm pretty sure there's the problem with that is you don't have access to those. Yeah, there's like pretty much everything is privately owned, so there's not anything that you can publicly access someone else's camera.
Yeah, and the data would be too much to just do a random search. I was thinking of just like, image, like Google image search type thing, but you'd have to take it for the last couple days, and yeah. I'm just not sure what Coyote can do here. I mean, he could put eyes on, I guess, the bar that he owns. Maybe he went there instead of his house or something, and he can put his drones out, one on either side of the building and see if anybody he recognizes comes in or out.
Well then, while Twitch is getting her rifle, Trusair will actually notice him fairly obviously with numerous guards get into a couple of cars and start driving. There's plenty of time for him to, stop him, attack him, do whatever if he wants to.
No, I would need I would need a certain special something for that I decided that I wouldn't have if I was going to try something that stupid. And that's why I don't have that certain special something, because I knew I might try something that's stupid.
Cool, she managed to get hold of it.
Alright. Trusair will just type a message saying, spotted target, leaving his home, destination unknown. But he definitely has a full crew of individuals. About how many people have rolled out with Charles Rica there?
Well, there's an Irish-looking guy, a red-headed girl, and about a half dozen orcs.
Okay. Trusair will include in the type message like Charles Rica left home, destination unknown. Bodyguards include red-headed male. Red-headed female? Did you say? As well as a male?
Red-headed. The guy you'll probably recognize.
Right.
As Finn Coleman.
Yep.
The girl you won't recognize.
Okay.
Red-headed female.
Okay.
Elf. Yes, red-headed female elf, and about a half dozen orcs.
Okay. And the message then, see here, target left home, destination unknown, posse included Finn, red-headed elf, question mark, comma, half dozen orcs. He'll type that and send that to the group.
Coyote will send back, say, keep me apprised. I'm ready to move out to wherever you want me. And he'll collect his drones back in his car and just kind of wait.
Gonna be waiting a while because we can't do anything about it since for a day.
Yep.
Well, I figured if he ended up in a place, he could go there and put his drones out to keep an eye on them. That's his thought. But there's no use driving any place because he doesn't know what the destination is.
And Twitch will say, try to keep track of them.
Yeah. Do any of you try to track him as he's leaving?
I don't think Twitch is even there yet.
Absolutely does not, under any circumstances, like, me, track people? Trusair is now imagining him trying to shadow this motley band of individuals, getting spotted because he doesn't know how to shadow people, and then taking on this entire group of people by himself, which he sees as not being worth the $30,000. He's like, no, I'm just going to keep an eye on home.
Well, there is always the Astral.
Yes, but I don't have anywhere safe in the middle of downtown.
There's probably a trash can nearby.
No. See, Trusair actually would like to keep track of his body. And were that body to be misplaced while he was out, that would also not be worth the $30,000.
Well, in that case, Coyote will release the drones out again, and he'll just keep tabs on the bar because maybe that's his destination. He doesn't know.
Well, during that time, that's when Twitch will be getting the rifle, so no go, she's not there. That said, night will start coming, and doesn't look like he's coming back.
Okay. It's not necessarily a surprise. Trusair doesn't have an opinion on the matter one way or the other. He doesn't know the guy or his habits. Eventually, though, he's gonna get tired of walking around. He's definitely familiarized himself a lot more with how downtown buildings look, and how annoying these fucking ads are, and how many damn AROs there are around to guide him and show him the greatness of Horizon. And he's had his fill. He said he'll type another message now it's nighttime. Says, target has not returned home. Leaving downtown for home myself. Unsure where he is located. Did not have the means to track him at the time. But, well, everything will be fine. In message. Good message, everyone.
Coyote will just snort derisively. Say, man, could have tracked that fucker. Anyway, well, he'll go home in disgust, I guess.
Twitch will stay out for a fair portion of the evening and night trying to get a silencer for this rifle.
Well, go ahead and make that roll too.
This is a much higher availability. I doubt she's actually going to be able to get it.
What was actually the cost of that rifle?
Less than 1,000 new yen. She basically spent all day getting it. Or well into the next day, even.
Something that's less than 1,000 new yen means that your extended test for availability is 12 hours.
No, that's less than 100 new yen. 101 to 1,000 has an interval of 1 day.
Suppose it does. Well, how about that?
So yeah, Twitch basically spent all day and probably either well into the night or part of the next day getting this rifle.
Yeah, so, how much is a silencer?
Let's see. $200 new yen. So yeah, I don't think she has the time nor the ability to get it, especially not in a single interval.
Yeah, that would leave you taking damage from sleep deprivation before you got it.
Yeah, so eventually she's just going to give up on that, but that's what she's going to be doing.
So, day will come and news will go out that you'll finally find out that anyone that pays attention to news or news as it regards to Mafia will find out that Marcus Milano, the head of the Milano family, apparently was killed a few days ago. It's unclear. Details are hard to come by. And that may have been what set this off. At about 6 o'clock, Twitch will get a message from Todd saying that he'd like to know when and where the assassination is taking place, if possible.
She'll message him back saying they don't know yet. Or we don't know yet, rather.
You know where he is? Because everything is in order. Same thing applies. Nothing's going to go ahead and stop them at this point.
No.
Well, Finn certainly knows where he is.
Do you know where Finn is?
He's been around last night, I know that much.
That doesn't help much right now.
Well, we want him dead before midnight. At this point, any time you want to go ahead with the assassination will be fine. You don't have to wait off till afternoon.
Okay. Click. Twitch will call everyone up.
Yes.
Beautiful morning. Oh, god damn it. Fucking phone call. Hello?
Coyote.
We just got the go-ahead on the kill, but we have a time limit of midnight.
Oh. Bit broader than it was in the afternoon.
The only lead that the Johnson has for us to go on is that Finn, Mr. Coleman, probably knows where our target is.
Don't suppose we know where he is, do we?
That was my first question.
Suppose you happen to know where he lives, do you, Twitch?
Doesn't he live in the same building as the one that we were scoping out back during the toxic mission?
Go ahead and make a roll. Mafia knowledge roll.
Sorry, what?
Go ahead and make a knowledge roll for that. There are your Mafia knowledge.
Could I make that roll as well?
Yeah, anyone that has Mafia knowledge can go ahead and roll that.
Don't know shit, Captain.
Twitch knows where he lives, and no, it's not the same location.
Actually, yeah, I think I do still know where he lives. He might not be there because of, well, the war, but maybe we can find something.
He might have left something behind that indicates where he was going.
Or hell, he might be there.
Alright. In that case, assuming that this is the right-handed man of some mob boss, meaning, and if he's suspected awakened, then whatever security he has might not be as dangerous as he himself is. Any attempt to extract information from him is going to have to be done by brute force, for we do not have the time to attempt to interrogate or figure out what buttons to press on such a man.
And keep in mind, I know that he's supposedly a master of martial arts, but despite appearances, he tends to keep pretty cool.
Well, I don't think we have the time for cool.
No, I mean in terms of ambushing him.
Yes.
Anyway, what are you guys thinking? Roll up on his place and break in?
I don't see a better way around that. The time for subtlety has faded away now, and as adverse as I might be to such a thing, because I am unfamiliar with it, seems like the best opportunity to get that 30,000.
I agree.
Alright, I don't know what kind of defenses he's got. Do we want to try and literally break in, or do we want to try and pick our way in?
I can try to feel out the node when we get there and see how bad it is. But that might just end up alerting him if he's got a good security system, which just gonna guess that he does.
Yeah.
He might have his own spider on lookout.
Right.
The question is whether or not Vice could kick down the door.
I've got a welder and I've got that microfilament chainsaw. Both will create various forms of noise and identify us as breaking in. So.
All right. So you bring that in case we can't kick the door open, and we go in hard and fast.
Wait, does he live in downtown?
Where exactly does he live?
He lives in an apartment, not too far from where Rika lives.
We do
He
not.
lives.
We do not have the time for subtlety. Then we don't have the time to craft anything open. We're going to have to take this as a write-up that we're involved in this mob war, and other people will treat us as such. We are going to have to brute force our way.
All right, then we are going to have to be ready to run from the cops. Coyote, can you give Truthsayer your monofilament chainsaw? You can keep outside ready to be our getaway car.
Yep, I can give him that and the welder. They're both pretty small. You could probably put them both in each in a pocket.
And Truthsayer, you're on door destruction and magical overwatch.
Can do, but you
Which leaves Vice at forward entry and me following up with the firearm.
if Vice actually has the capability of opening the door himself. I suppose it depends on what the door is made out of. Maybe it'll just be nothing but glass panes that won't even be armored.
Hey, even if you go in with the chainsaw, he should probably be the first one in anyway. He's got a somewhat limited reach. No offense.
No, it's none taken.
All right. I don't think that this plan is going to get any more sophisticated.
Well, you'll ride up, stop by basic outside door. It's a nice apartment building. No real spam in the area from arrows or anything like that.
We'll actually keep myself unhidden. If we're actually going to be doing this, I'm hidden.
Yeah, at this point, if you're planning on breaking in and carrying that stuff with you, it's probably best if you're hidden.
If we're fucking going forbidden his shit here, fuck it.
Yep.
That'll be the least of your concerns. You'll come up to a normal apartment building. It's nice looking, upper class. There's a mag lock on the front door.
Right, before...
password protected, or apparently maybe locked from the inside, you don't know. But there is a keypad to get in.